Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for real, verified updates on everything shaping Iraq's economic future. Today's headline is already shaking the financial world. The secret's out. New Iraqi Dinar exchange rate shakes 2025 RV updates. And what we're about to break down could very well be one of the biggest currency developments of the year. So grab your seat, because this one is packed with information, insights, and yes, a few surprises. The story begins with new reports emerging from Iraq's financial circles that have sent shockwaves through both local and global analyst communities. Multiple sources closely watching the country's economic landscape claim that Iraq's monetary authorities are introducing a brand new structure tied to the dinar's exchange rate, a shift that could mark a turning point in the nation's post-reform economy. While this news hasn't yet been formally confirmed by every official channel, the pattern of updates and internal reports surrounding it has caught everyone's attention. According to early indications, this isn't just a minor policy tweak or a temporary market adjustment. It's being described as a structural change, something deeper, something that could redefine how Iraq's currency interacts with both domestic and international markets. Observers from across the financial sector are now locked in, trying to piece together what this means and how far it might go. At the center of this entire buzz is one phrase that keeps surfacing again and again: dual rate structure. Reports suggest Iraq may be introducing a two-tiered exchange rate system, one public rate for everyday commercial use, and another private or contract-based rate for institutional and government-level transactions. If true, this would represent one of the most sophisticated monetary maneuvers Iraq has ever undertaken. The first rate, the public one, would continue to appear on standard foreign exchange platforms, affecting the average citizen and businesses engaged in day-to-day trade. But the second, often called a contract rate, is reportedly reserved for pre-approved entities involved in high-value deals. Think large-scale infrastructure projects, oil and gas agreements, and international government partnerships. This system would allow Iraq to operate with greater flexibility in global negotiations while keeping local market stability intact. Now, the real intrigue lies in how this private rate might differ from the public one. Sources hint that it could carry a higher valuation, reflecting Iraq's real economic strength when dealing with foreign partners. Analysts believe this could be the first quiet step toward a gradual revaluation, what many in the community refer to as the RV. It's not the explosive overnight change that speculators dream of, but rather a carefully engineered climb, designed to protect Iraq's financial ecosystem while steadily increasing the dinar's power. To understand why this move matters so much, we have to zoom out and look at Iraq's broader financial trajectory. Over the last few years, the country has undertaken deep reforms, rebuilding its reserves, stabilizing its oil exports, digitizing its banking system, and strengthening compliance with global financial standards. Each of these measures has been deliberate, systematic, and strategic. In fact, recent data from Iraq's central bank shows that foreign currency reserves have crossed the $100 billion mark, a monumental milestone that has reinforced confidence in Iraq's ability to maintain a stable and strong monetary foundation. When a nation hits that level of reserve strength, it's often seen as a precursor to larger policy shifts, exactly like the ones we're hearing about now. Another crucial piece of this puzzle is Iraq's push for digital modernization. The government has been actively transforming its financial infrastructure to reduce cash dependency and bring more transparency to transactions. This digital transition, paired with strict anti-money laundering measures and know your customer regulations, has aligned Iraq's banking system closer than ever to international compliance standards. And that's where this new exchange rate talk fits perfectly into the story. Iraq's financial leaders have been working with major global clearinghouses and international banking systems to ensure compatibility and integration. Observers say the groundwork for this shift has been laid quietly over several years, not rushed, but strategically built. Now, let's touch on the rumor that has everyone buzzing in the currency community: alleged software updates within major U.S. financial institutions. Unconfirmed but widely discussed reports claim that certain top-tier banks, including familiar names like Chase and Wells Fargo, have updated internal systems to include new contract rate options tied to foreign currencies. While these claims haven't been officially verified, they've added significant fuel to the speculation that something big is underway behind the scenes. Why is that significant? Because updating a bank's internal FX software is not a minor task. It requires planning, coordination, and usually a directive linked to future financial operations. If these updates truly exist, and they align with Iraq's timing, then we could be looking at a synchronized global preparation for Iraq's new rate structure. Still, every good analyst reminds us, caution is key. None of this has been publicly confirmed by U.S. institutions or the Central Bank of Iraq. These stories are circulating mostly within specialized circles, what many call insider chatter. But the consistency of the reports, combined with the momentum of Iraq's financial reforms, is what's keeping the conversation alive and growing. Within Iraq, another interesting piece of the puzzle is the quiet introduction of a new 50 dinar note earlier this year. At first, many dismissed it as a minor currency update. But in light of recent developments, experts are re-examining its purpose. Could it be a preparatory move for a larger monetary transition? That's the question now echoing through economic circles. Here's the logic analysts are presenting. If a country plans for its currency to gain significant value, smaller denominations become essential for daily use. Imagine if 1 dinar suddenly became worth much more. High-value notes like 25,000 or 50,000 dinars would become too cumbersome for simple purchases like groceries or coffee. So, smaller notes must be ready in circulation before any major upward adjustment in value. That's why this new 50 dinar note is being seen in a completely different light today. Not as a coincidence, but as part of a broader monetary roadmap. Some even believe it's an early indicator of Iraq's intent to realign its currency toward international parity, a slow, strategic step toward a stronger dinar. If we connect all the dots, the increase in reserves, digital integration, international compliance, system updates, and introduction of smaller notes, and the pattern is clear. Iraq seems to be positioning itself for a future where its currency holds greater weight on the world stage. This is not speculation pulled from thin air. It's a reflection of a steady buildup, one reform at a time. Of course, none of this guarantees an overnight RV or instant revaluation. Those who have followed Iraq for years know that patience and precision are the core of their current strategy. But what's undeniable is that this latest wave of reports marks a moment of real movement, something tangible, measurable, and potentially historic. The takeaway? Iraq's new exchange rate structure, if and when it's fully implemented, could represent more than a number change. It could symbolize the country's emergence as a fully modernized, financially stable economy ready to re-enter global markets with confidence. So as we continue to track these developments, remember that history often unfolds quietly before it makes headlines. And today's quiet moves might just be the early chapters of a major shift. That's all for now from Iraqi Dinar News. Stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, keep your eyes on the dinar. Because 2025 might just be the year everything changes.